has it at the 2, straight ahead to the 10, middle, 15, 20. Metcalf to the outside at the 30. Metcalf to the 40, he has an opening at the 50. Metcalf to the 40, he might go all the way. Eric Metcalf is gone for a 98-yard touchdown.
Metcalf all the way back to the 25. Outside to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 15, touchdown Browns! Unbelievable! You'll never see a better return than that!
Tell you what, back at the old stadium when Eric Metcalf took off, that building shook. The girders shook. Look at these numbers. 10 career punt return touchdowns, second most in the history of our game. 12 career total punt and kickoff touchdowns, third in NFL history. And as you saw on the top line there as well, he was not just a return man. He's a first-round pick at running back. He played slot receiver, and he is here early. He is bundled up here on the set at First Energy Stadium. Different stadium, same site, as we get ready for the Browns and the Steelers. Thanks for coming down so early.
Thanks for having me.
You sound like you're freezing already.
It's cold out here, but I'm used to it. It's different when you're playing, though, you know. Not playing.
No, I understand that, and it's going to be different when these guys are out here as well. If you could put into words, because back when you were playing, you guys did beat the Steelers, right? It wasn't a, oh my God, can they beat the Steelers? What does this rivalry between these two teams mean?
It means everything, because like when we played back in the day, it was the team that usually won this game was probably going to win the division. And so that's why everybody was fighting on the field, in the stands as well, because the game really meant something as a rivalry.
And one of your greatest games came against the Steelers. It's hard to pick a greatest game, but you had not one but two punt returns in one game against the Steelers.
And it was a fun time. I mean, in fact, in that game, I wasn't even supposed to play because I injured my knee in the week before. And we come out here and we're trying to play for the division lead at that time as well, and to win the game with the second punt return was something special. The stadium was electric. It was loud in here, and no other feeling.
It was a 71 and a 91-yarder, if memory serves.
You're cheating me.
What was the other one?
It was 91 and 75.
I'm sorry, 91 and 75.
I need all my yards.
My fault. You get all your yards there. And I think it was Chris Collinsworth in the booth who no one could believe they kicked it to you the second time.
I mean, you know, we're all professionals out here, so I feel like, you know, they feel like they can stop us at least one time and keep us from driving down the field and winning the game. But us on our side, we had different feelings about it. We thought we could score again on them, and we were able to do that with a lot of good blocks and some running.
So Eric and I were at the 49ers game, Browns 49ers week, whatever it was, a couple of weeks ago in San Francisco. That game was a Browns disaster. Right, and we're walking out of there, and we're going to the airport, and I asked you, what was your favorite touchdown of all your spectacular touchdowns? And the answer might have surprised, or might surprise, tell them,
It'll surprise everyone because it was a last-second game against the Raiders. You know, when you're a kid, you think about sinking the last shot with no time on the clock, hitting a walk-off home run, scoring a touchdown with no time on the clock, and I was able to do that. And so that's my favorite touchdown. But, you know, if I walk around Cleveland, everybody remembers the two punt returns against the Steelers, and that's their favorite.
No, that was in 1993, toss sweep against Oakland, no time on the clock, fourth down, bam, game over. I was in my dorm room at Syracuse. I jumped up and down and hit my head actually on a stairwell running downstairs to tell my friend who was a Raiders fan. My favorite was your very first career touchdown. It was a Monday night in Cincinnati, and to this day, I think it's one of the greatest open field moves anyone's ever made, because you basically don't take a step, you're skiing. It's like you're slalom skiing through the Bengals.
Yeah, it was all right. That was all right. It was an okay move. I mean, to me, as the player catching the ball and actually making the move, when it actually happened, I didn't feel like I did anything special. I felt like I just caught the ball and ran into the end zone, and then everybody came to me on the sideline was like, that was a great move, and I'm what are you talking about? And until I looked up on the screen and I saw, oh, okay, but I was upset because the guy touched my sock and knocked it down because I was thinking about the pictures after.
Real quick, give me a win tonight. Give me a winner tonight.
The Browns are going to win.
I
mean, it's a make or break game. We got to have it. And I think they're going to come out focused with the energy in the stadium, and I think we're going to come out.
We have some hot chocolate for you. Would you like that?
I'll take anything to warm me up right now.
Thanks for coming out early.
Thanks for having me.
The great Eric Metcalf here is picking the Browns tonight.